Okay, well, it's about 9:30 and the sun has just cleared the tree line, which means going to be in the sweltering sun until maybe 6:37 tonight. So I'm probably not going to do much here. Sorry for the noise of the chainsaw in the background. Be mowing instead. But as you can see, we've got the engine on the engine stand, high lift's out of the way, all set to work on it. And bolt wise, not the best setup. I would like to have 4, but I got three secure spots so I can turn it. But ready to go. Next thing, we'll be taking the wiring off and then knocking it down. I'll talk about that later. As you can see, I have it next to the Scout so they can get acquainted while I'm working on it. Here's a little trick we thought we'd pass along. How to get off this stupid clutch fan without shredding your fingers or your hands or anything else. Okay, as you can see, this one's off. We used a big crescent wrench. If you had the right size wrench, I believe it's a 36mm, you could use that. But the thing is, to back that off, you have to stop the pulley from turning. Want to see the nice solution? It's called a tree splitting wedge. This is a plastic one. You could use a wood one. I wouldn't use metal. The good thing about these is they'll tighten as you turn, so it'll just keep getting tighter and tighter and then finally stop. And if you're using plastic or wood, they'll get grooves in them and not them. You won't ruin the pulley or the dampener. Hope that helps. Okay, well, we have the wiring harnesses all off in a pile here, along with the spark plug thingies for the valve covers. Got all of the bolts out. The bolts for the valve covers, bolts for the intake manifold, and I showed you about taking off the fan so I could take the bolts for the water pump off. This side, the valve covers are off too. For now, I'm going to leave the fuel injectors, they're loosened, the injectors in the intake manifold. I'm also leaving these sensors in the manifold. I want to flip this over and see what the injectors look like before I pop them out of there. One other thing, of course, is the distributor's out, and we put all the bolts in separate bags marked. And you might say, well, why use intake manifold bolts? Because I may make a bag that says intake manifold sensors or hoses or something else. That's why I do it that way. Okay, so now it's just going to be a case of popping all this stuff off.